Hey champions, the initial high of the Kickstarter has started to calm down, so let's talk about where everything landed and what's next. Alright champions, the Kickstarter, as of right now, it's at 289,000, which is awesome. We've got over 516 backers, and that's something that's really, really special. So I would definitely want to touch on that. And I want to talk about some of the stuff that we may have not done the best job presenting on the Kickstarter, and we're looking at how to fix that a little bit before we start pushing the Kickstarter to the next limit and start thinking about what are we going to do during the mid period and how we're going to react as we start closing off the campaign in January. So let's talk about the backers. We have backer related goals because having a community is very important, and we want to embrace that and reward the community for growing. So I'm just scrolling down on the Kickstarter page to make sure all my content is correct. But let's talk about the backer goals, specifically the 250, the 500, and the 1000. So the 250 was we're now doing a backer card creation system for Invasion. So for everyone who is interested in sending in their ideas, submitting some ideas for us to review, start analyzing and talking through, make sure you send an email to backers@hauntedcastlegaming.com. So I'll make sure that's on the screen here so you can send your ideas that way. And this is exclusively for the backers to submit the ideas. However, when we get time to start narrowing down ideas and filtering it down, everyone is going to have the opportunity to start voting on those and saying what is the healthiest step for the game moving forward. So that is the backer stuff right now. And now the next goal is the 500 backers. The 500 backers we already unlocked. We're going to be doing a recycling program. This is something we've had in mind for a long time, but it requires having a good amount of volume and steps to make sure that everything kind of works out properly. So a lot of this information is in Alex's video, and we'll put this clear somewhere on the website. But the idea will be if you take 48 booster pack wrappers, for every 48 booster pack wrappers, you give them to your local game store that's willing to work with you to do this. That local game store will just send them to us, and we'll send back to them one promo for every 48 packs, and then something additional for the LGS who supported this. And then we will get those packs, put them together, and recycle them. The reason why we're doing this is because we've seen too many times where booster packs find their way into garbage bins instead of recycling bins. The booster pack covers, the booster boxes, the cards themselves, they're all recyclable. So we want to encourage the players to the best of their ability to recycle everything they can. And if this means taking that extra step of sending them to us and we'll send you promos, then that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that this is the easiest thing to do. And now there are other costs that are coming up because of this. So when it comes to shipping the boost pack wrappers are really more environmentally friendly than just throwing the packs in the garbage. And these are the things that we got to debate against, weigh the pros and cons. We're going to have to see what we can do to grow this program and make it even more beneficial as we move forward. So there's a lot of opportunities here to do something amazing, but this is the beginning. We want to start this now, and I think it's really important that we take that first step. As we grow as a company, we'll think about more and more opportunities to do something more permanent, something that's more eco-friendly, and we will figure out what's the best way to do things as we grow. Right? It's an exploration process. Now, I have a few people who are very eco-friendly or environmentally conscious who work in this space, and I've been consulting them for a little while, and I want to work with them to take things kind of to the next level. Now, as for the actual cards themselves, an actual Genesis card or any other TCG, they are recyclable. However, not every plant has the skills or has the tools required to recycle them properly. And correct me if I'm wrong. This is from my research, but I do not know everything. I do not work in the recycling industry, so I do not know where the lines are drawn. But talking to some of our manufacturers, this is what they told us, and that getting the cards together will be very useful to send them to the right recycling plants. So we're going to try to find those recycling plants, put them on somewhere on our website so that you can start doing that. However, in the meanwhile, until we get that all set up, whenever we're hosting an event, so be it a championship or a convention, any of those other future events, we will give you an opportunity to drop off some bulk cards with us and get some promos in return. And then we can take those bulk cards to those proper recycling facilities and get those disposed of the right way. So that's what we're currently planning to do. There's going to be some logistical challenges with all this, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's going to be worth it because the impact that our industry has on the environment, it's not small, and we got to be aware of that and make sure that we're constantly pushing the industry to be better. And I'll be giving you more updates as we move forward, and we're watching what some of our competitors are doing. So I think it's important to talk about the fact that Flesh and Blood has announced that they're going to be doing paper booster packs, and I'm really excited to see how they deliver on this, because if they find a way to do that, then I definitely want to follow in the footsteps, because anything we can do to be more environmentally friendly, I think is a worthwhile investment. Alright, the last little bit. I know you're just watching my face a lot. I hope you're okay with this. Do you want to see something else? Should I throw a flashy like splash screen up? That's a splash screen. It has Tsunami. That's always awesome. But I just have a lot of topics to go through, and I want to make sure that we get through all of it. So the YouTube and Facebook stretch goals. I was watching a video yesterday that critiqued our Kickstarter page a lot, and they gave a lot of ideas that I thought were really cool. So I want to go back, talk to Demian, and see if we can reorganize this in a much more interesting way. So the Facebook and YouTube stretch goals, we are not... we haven't even unlocked the first of those ones. So let's see what we can do to try to push those numbers. There are so many people who are backing this project, and I'm guessing a lot of them aren't following us on Facebook or on YouTube. So if you are on the Kickstarter and you're watching this and you're not subscribed to us, please do. The key to the Kickstarter is let's invest into the company. Financial investment is definitely very useful, and we appreciate everyone who has supported us through the Kickstarter. However, we want to make sure that this investment also lasts us the long term. And things like Facebook followers, YouTube followers, that's going to help us stay connected with the community and continuously grow Genesis over the next several years. So those are stretch goals that we definitely want to make sure we hit, not just for the community, but for the company as a whole, to make sure that we can always be growing and always be succeeding. All right. The other stretch goal is the deck box. I'm sorry that hasn't gone up yet. I think I announced it somewhere else, but we hit that stretch goal a lot faster than we anticipated, and we were still we were midway through the planning phases with a lot of that. We now have to kind of finish off some of that options and put them up there. Once we have a better sense of it, we'll put that add-on up there. But as long as we get it on before the end of the campaign, you'll have an opportunity, even after the campaign ends, to pick that up. So you're not going to miss out on that option. And then Halil's Tsunami Artwork. So just so you know, the Tsunami Artwork that we've been putting up for the last while, this isn't Halil's piece. This is actually from Dahlia. Halil is going to do something that is really epic, something that's really powerful. Not to downplay Dahlia's piece. Dahlia's piece is amazing, and if she ever watches this, she knows how much I appreciate having her on the art team. But it's going to be something different. Halil, I think Halil's just been in the industry for a lot longer, and I think what we're going to see coming out of that is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So Tsunami, I'm really excited for that piece. And then Something else that happened, there's been a lot of third-party content that's been created, so make sure you're following that playlist, you're watching those videos as they come up. Alright, I gotta go update the website to put all the spoilers up there, so I hope you're go and check the website later, or the Origins website, and I hope you're enjoying the Kickstarter. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want me to address in a future video, make sure you let me know, and I will do my best to do that. That's all for today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. The Genesis Origins Kickstarter is live. Details are in the description below. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our 100 plus Patreon supporters. Without you, this game would not be where it is today. Don't forget to support your local game stores and fellow content creators. Thank you for being so awesome.